stranded like a branch in the wind. Tell me what you long for. Oh, I want what you want.
The last time we tried to sail against the trade winds in the thorny path, we broke the boat and had to pull in for repairs to Ocean World. Now we're going to try again to fight upwind to make it to Samana against the trade winds.
So WildChild just left the dock. The Navy guys were kind enough to help do our lines for us. Got us off safely. We're about an hour before sunset. Theory is things should calm down. I'm hoping to get around the corner into calmer waves and not nasty waves. Our wind instruments will track.
So far everything looks okay. It seems pretty calm out here, but we're still protected by the headlands, still in shallow water. We get out, get the sails raised, and get going into the wind. It's a bit sporty, a bit smashy, a bit poundy, but we can do this. We've done this so many times before. With the weight of the dinghy off the davits and now mounted on the front deck, we're better prepared to take the big waves. We've left as close to sunset as we can. The idea is, with the lower sun, the thermal difference between the air over the mountains and the air over the water will decrease. As the sun sets, the winds too should calm down. As the winds calm down, so too should the waves. Apparently, the big secret to conquering the thorny path is to do it only at night, but it's 7 days of sailing.
So WildChild's under sail now. The sun is setting. We've left Puerto Plata, Ocean World. It's wind and 2-meter waves. WildChild's 20 over 5 now at a wind angle of about 45. We're moving and we're okay. This is all sailable conditions, and the theory is as the sun goes down and the night sets, it gets calmer, not worse. So now we just have to go to Rio San Juan, about 45 miles up the coast, probably 60 miles by tacking, and have the hook set by noon tomorrow, or earlier. Oh fuck, I just took a splash in the face. Yeah, we just soaked the Dodger. I just took it to the side of the head. It is sporty, but this is all manageable. It's not as white-cappy as it was earlier in the afternoon. So the girls on WildChild are either going to be okay in the morning or we're going to be in Luperon. We know how to handle our boat, but this windward passage is brutal. Like it's just nasty. Yep, we're all good. I'm just doing some video hunting.
You can see that we're 18 over 4. We're moving into the wind, but we're not going very fast. See that yellow arrow to the left in the middle? That shows the current. We are now fighting against the tidal current. There's nothing to see out there but darkness. We're in the thorny path. We're sailing against the wind and against the waves and against the current, and we're doing it.
I've been washed several times in the cockpit. I've been using a towel like a blanket at the helm, so when the waves spray in, it catches me. The barbecue cover behind me is soaking wet and covered in salt. We've had waves, even though it's relatively calm. Seas are very confused. I had one wave right over the bimini and like pouring water off the back. It was unbelievable. Well, we're okay. We left Puerto Plata, I don't know, 4 hours ago. We're out here, we're going against the wind. We're on plan and on schedule. We're 17 over 3 into the wind. We keep getting waves washing into the cockpit. I don't know, the seas are confused, the currents are weird. We just talked about it like, do we really need to go to Granada, or are we just safe just to wait it out in Luperon? Do we want to pound through this for 400 more miles, night after night, hiding in the day, just getting spanked? For what benefit, really? I don't know. We kind of talked about it and said, like, what's the point? You know, what's the point of fighting against the trade winds for 400 miles to get out to, for what? Like, Luperon's not exactly a great place. It's a hurricane hole and the boat will be safe. It'll be kind of boring, but it's boring better than an ass kicking. So I think we're about to turn the boat around and just fuck it. Like, let's just go to Luperon, play it safe, have an easy life, wait for hurricane season to end, and then go back to the Bahamas and Florida. I don't know. We can do it. We are doing it. We are going east against the trades. We're doing it. It's just kind of awful sailing. And we'd have to do it for a long time. Like, I don't know, 400 or 500 miles of poundy. And then 500 more miles of nasty beam reach. We just kind of thought, I don't know, let's just take the easier path. So WildChild's now making a nighttime landing in the dark back at Luperon. We turned around, the sail back was fine because running is always easier than pointing into it. We're right now, it's like 4:13 in the morning, trying to motor in the dark, but we have full moon, but it's dark, and most of the buoys are not lit up, and they're not where the chart plotter says they are. So we're just beginning the entrance now, and it's going to be really dicey, remembering the track we took before, praying that we don't hit the fish traps, and see if we can do this.
I still have our original track out marked on the chart plotter, so maybe I can just follow it in reverse to get back in. So WildChild's just inside the channel of Luperon. We came in at like 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. Just dropped the hook as much as we had a full moon, so we kind of risked, you know, oh, that's in night mode. We kind of risked coming in the channel in the dark, but we had full moon. We've been here before, had an idea where we were going. Just had a little nap, like for a couple hours, rather than hove to outside, just had a little nap. But now we gotta go in, catch a mooring ball, and check in again. And you can see Elena is really tired and really grumpy, but she did like most of the night shift, so let's go get WildChild in and get her on a mooring ball and then call it a day. What I didn't know is that in the dark as we were coming in, Elena was booking herself a secret plane ticket out. She's going to abandon me and go home as fast as she can, and she's not going to tell me. She keeps it a secret.
Well, it's Monday, June 17th, almost 1:45 in the afternoon. WildChild's been on a mooring ball for a few hours. We've rested a little bit. I gotta go check in. It's very important to follow all the stupid rules, and they want you checking in right away and not waiting. So Elena and I got the dinghy down and ready to go. Let's go check in.
I have no idea about Elena's secret escape plan. She doesn't even tell me about it for about 4 more days. It looks like I'm going to be sitting out hurricane season in Luperon, alone.
Canada, America, Bahamas, ella no sube arriba, porque cuando ella llega aquí se le quita ese, porque yo tengo que darle otro cuando ella se vaya, para donde ella se vaya.
I don't understand any of it, but they're figuring it out, I guess.